Hello everyone, so this is a bonus video. I just want to show you how we can photo manipulate the image to bring in more variations to how we use our image when we bring into Zbrush. So for example, I'll just duplicate this layer, Ctrl J, and then I'll press Ctrl L to go into brightness, contrast, or levels mode. And then I'll just form the contrast harder. Okay, I want this to be way darker, and but I also want to see the white values in those very dark spots. So I'm making the contrast really high. So I'm pushing the values to black and white more obviously. Okay, so this will make a harder image for our model. And then as I've told you before, white area, it means it will push out, black area means it will push in. So this adjusted image that I have, if I bring to ZBrush and apply it, it will be a harder and push into the, it will be a harder stamp into the cube. Okay. And my background is white because I just want to export this as a BMP, just so that we can see example as a BMP. So I'll save this as a BMP and I'll just use the default settings, 24-bit. And then so BMP will not really have a transparency, so I'll just have a white background, and that's okay. So that's one way I can do it. So keeping in mind any image that you found on the internet, you should kind of brightness contrast it, levels it, make it a bit, push it a bit more to the whites and the blacks, make it a bit more obvious for the image to be better used for the software. So another way I learned in the industry is that we can go to filter high pass, filter other high pass. And what this does is that it will kind of equalize the image. So as you know, white is to push the values out, black is to push the values in. So gray color, it will not do anything. It will just be neutral at the middle. So visual effects industries, if you watch your favorite movies, Avengers, and those really good CGI movies, their effects are actually very subtle, and all their texturing work is kind of based on this. So they will do a high pass to their textures, and then they will know exactly which area to push out and which area to push in. So everything is kind of equalized. So just now we have a lot of blacks, a lot of whites. So now it's kind of neutralized. I'm using just a default value of 2 or 1 on the high pass, and then it will just make the value more grayish, and then you will know where to push in and push out. So at this point I can actually push out the values more, so everything will be brighter, or I can make everything push in more, so everything will be darker. So depending, so you have absolute control of how you want to use the image, and I just want to introduce this to you. It's kind of a bonus. It's not really to be taught to beginners in ZBrush, but I thought why not. Okay, just letting you know, and then just save this out as a JPEG high pass. So quickly show you in ZBrush Alpha, import in the image that we have. So a BMP first. So now this BMP will be much harder. Can you see? So this is the one that I make it very, very black, and I push the values to very extreme, so you can see the black and white value looks very different than the one before. So this one is the one that I got from straight from the internet, and then not much treatment. But if I control it, you can tell, I can really make a difference. I can really make this image more obvious, the souls or white areas more obvious. Okay, and then if I do it the visual effects industry way, okay, you can play around with the high pass, okay, JPEG high pass, and then it will be more subtle. That's not because I don't know what I'm doing. It's exactly because I know what I'm doing. Uh, uh, in a way, what I'm trying to say is that we are making it more subtle so that we know exactly which areas to push. And obviously, I should have done more in Photoshop. Use other blending modes like lighten or darken to really control where everything is. But when by bringing everything to an area where it's grayish, it actually brings it more uniformly, and I'll be able to really work on these details if I want to. If I want to sharpen this, I can apply unsharp mask. I can apply it to a groundwork, a tile on the floor, things like that, and then it will be more equalized as compared to the one that is downloaded straight from the internet. So it could be a little bit more thick in terms of the different tiles, and then but the one with a high pass, it will actually consolidate all the different details on the edges, and that's what the high pass would do very well. Okay, so depending on your image, you can do different image manipulations to your alpha, and then it's just limited by your creativity. Okay, so this is a bonus video, so see you next time. Bye.